Hey Leo, today we get into root issues, core issues in your root chakra. A lot of, well, the last two readings came up a little bit different, but childhood issues played a part in it. Y'all popped, I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors, and it's on two. I feel like it's two main people. If you think about yourself and you think about somebody else within your lineage, two people called to break the generational curses in your family, which more than likely gave you a tumultuous childhood so that you could have some testing ground for what you was going to have to do. I'm going to read to you this oracle card and we get into the tarot. We each come from a unique lineage filled with timeless teachings and stories of our ancestors. Many of our freedoms and gifts rest on the sacrifice of those who lived before us. One of the most important ways we can honor them is by fulfilling our life's purpose. Those who choose, or those you choose to honor or feel most connected to, may be from a recent or distant past. You may feel an affinity to your own ancestral blood, to a tribe different from your own, leaders and teachers you look up to, friends, or even animals. Whatever your path, dial into the oneness that has led you here. By living out your full potential, you're helping to heal and honor a long lineage. Our ancestors are our allies, near and far. We can always turn to them for guidance and understanding. Celebrate where you come from, honor the legacy of those before you, and welcome the legacy you will leave behind. Before you begin, pause and ask your higher self to please guide this process. Ask him or her, your higher self, what have I inherited from my ancestors that needs healing? What valuable treasures must I preserve? Note any visuals or sensations that arise. Okay. So, some of y'all root issues come from some things that happened to you, or some things you observed from those that are no longer here, and you kind of bound to break whatever it was that was a toxic trait within that person, which could have been a matriarch or patriarch of your family. Let's see. I'm gonna start just chopping because this shuffling takes up so much time. Arguments and constant fighting. Some of y'all childhoods was arguments and constant fighting. So you got some deep-rooted issues relative to you being around a lot of arguing and fighting constantly. That's a lot of root work and a lot of generational curse breaking. Is. So you know, you have knots in your heart chakra. Some of y'all may have anxiety, stomach issues, nervous system issues connected to that. Hermit energy. Now you know. You wasn't like now, you know now. Some of y'all left home early, could have been runaways, because you just was sick of hearing the fighting and the arguing all the fucking time. Power couple could be committed to building your own family that's not rooted in constant arguing and fighting. And if you do constantly argue and fight, Ten of Swords, that's the reason, because you are around it. That's how you problem solve, because of what you observed and what you took into your subconscious. So that's a lot of work to have to do, because you could do two things when argument or disagreement comes up in your relationships. You'll either shut down and leave, or you'll be on defense all the time. They can't say two words with it to you without you taking it defensively. Some of y'all just want a healthy household, healthy union, because that ain't what you saw. Ancestral offerings. Some of y'all need to get into ancestral offerings. If you're not already, you need to get into it so that you can have some form of relationship with your ancestors, so that they can guide you, through the course of your life to make certain decisions that are more healthy for what you're trying to create inside your own family, your own lineage. It says the legacy you'll leave behind as well. That's heavy. 3 of Cups. Some of y'all could have came from households where your parents was like a promiscuous person. But that's what you picked up, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You want to be in a committed union, healthy union. And if you got children, you definitely want to show them something different than what you've seen coming up. Quite naturally. Some of y'all was around a lot of cheaters. Some of y'all fathers could have been cheaters, or your mother could have been promiscuous. A lot of arguing and fighting amongst people that are in a union. 4 Cups. Some of y'all over that shit. And there's no other way to, you don't have another tool, because it's all you know, it's all you seen. You take off running. Y'all take off, go retail therapy. Just remove yourself from the situation. Some of y'all may have ancestors that had a problem with overspending. That's something else you gotta work on. Or, spending in order not to deal. Just start spending money. In order not to deal with the financial issue that you see. But you gotta break it, because you're called to. You and someone else. I feel like it's 2 people. You came as a Leo, so you definitely got it in you to do. 8 of Emotions, walking away all the time. From dark shit, but just to come right back to it, because you got to break it. Y'all be running, boy. I'm talking about. I'm out of here. I ain't never heard you. Sometimes you have to. And then you rebuild your family the way that you know that it's supposed to be built. This is part of breaking the generational curses, because you damn sure can't change what's already in motion. But you can start where you're at to begin breaking certain shit. Yeah, facing the darkness and pushing through it instead of running away from it. Because she walking right towards that big black moon. What's hidden? That's the amount of shit y'all gotta transmute. But this darkness in here is this darkness right here. So within, so without, It's constant conflict. If you run away from it, then it starts embroiling you. Start becoming full of hella inner conflict. Gotta deal with it. So that you won't recreate the narrative of what you're running away from. Just run towards it in your own household and recreate it. Temperance. Be patient with your healing process, because y'all got a lot to do. On the generational curse breaking side, you got a lot of work to do. This is what I feel. Ugh, I know. I feel you. But the good part is you're not responsible for everybody in your family in their toxicity or their dysfunction. You just don't want to recreate it. That's what breaking generational curses is all about. It starts with you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about saving everybody else. It's starting with you. It's going to stop here. The buck stops here. You definitely ain't got to sit around a bunch of motherfucker arguing and fighting all day. You don't want to do that, no way. But you definitely don't want to run from it just to run and do the same shit that you're running away from. Yeah, some of y'all stay in defense mode. I'm talking about ready to fight at any minute. You could get into constant fights and trying to put like, why do I keep attracting this shit? Well, it's buried in your subconscious. You got to get to it and push through it. That's why it's necessary to be consistent and patient and non-judgmental in your healing process. Because y'all got a calling to uproot some shit. You really do. You really can't run away from yourself, you know. The 6 of emotions. You see that inner child? See, I had tumultuous childhood. Got to get that inner child. Get to your inner child. And your ancestors can definitely help you with that if you tap in. And don't be all scary and spooky and shit. The Chariot. All of it showing y'all taking off. Leaving. So that means when any problems arise in your life, you leave. But it's still shit that got to be done. You can run, but you can't hide. Queen of Inspiration. That's what y'all want to get to. To be an inspiration to other people. That y'all know got the same assignment on their life that you do. Not exactly the same because everybody's dysfunction is different within your families. Some is the same. It's just a different experience, you know. Some people just saw her arguing in the morning. Some people just heard arguing all night long. It depends. You still was raised around hella dysfunction. Some of y'all leave now because it's still going on. 6 of Pentacles. Let's see what that's about. Page of Emotions, my ego card. Like I said, sometimes people misinterpret Leo's confidence as an ego, but it's not. It's just self-confidence. And sometimes you are in your ego. Because you got your heart space blocked off. Because of what you grew up around. Just always got to be in defense mode like a fucking soldier in combat. Some of y'all going to pay for therapy or paying for it now. Some of y'all may want to consider Reiki to get to your root chakra issues. Hang news. Yep. You can't run from it. You keep coming back to the same shit every time. When you stay away from family, you realize, okay, I'm cool. You just head back over there, especially if they want something from you or you got to get them something. And the arguing is just, it's like you attracted like a fucking bee to honey. Like, what the fuck? Sometimes you just got to say goodbye, you know, for the final time and build your life upon solid foundation or solid ground. Page of Inspiration. Some of y'all are paying in order to understand what the fuck is going on. You know, why can't I get it right? And sometimes it's because you keep on going back to that which is no longer working for you. It doesn't serve you. You just keep getting hurt and further into arguments. Is it worth the money you're taking or being offered? Or is it worth whatever it is that you feel like you got to give to these people because they're your family? You can't help them if you're among them. Only way to go among them is to be an observer of what you have to break once you leave there and build your own life. Don't serve you, don't serve you. You can feel however you want to, but if it's not serving me, And it's causing me anxiety, and it's causing me stress, and it's causing me nervous tension. And I can't do this with you people. Well, they can't respect that, and they don't respect you. Nine of Cups. Loving yourself enough to say enough is enough. But it's bullshit. Because I got work to do. Because some of y'all are really called, for real, to be the one to break the generational curses in your family. And somebody may have told you that, a grandmother or mother, or somebody that's no longer here, grandfather, a father. It's definitely somebody no longer here, though. This is kind of cut and dry. This is your ancestors wondering why you keep hanging out amongst people that do nothing but constantly argue, fight, gossip, slander, low vibe bullshit all day long. Why are you still around them? I told you kind of situation that you were called to break it. How can you break it if you keep hanging out with it? They're not your responsibility. You are your responsibility, and you have a responsibility to your ancestors to break something off of a lineage so that the next generations that come along don't have to deal with that shit. Y'all get sevens. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands in reverse. We're going to see what that's about. Y'all know 7 of Swords is the tricky shit. So y'all got tricksters and manipulators and narcissists and ghosters and gaslighters and blah, blah, blah. Justice, yeah. For you and for your ancestors. You got to get justice for what you dealt with thus far. From childhood all the way to however old you are. It's your responsibility. It's your duty. That's what you came here for. And yeah, everything be having to do with breaking it off of your life, even your purpose. Your purpose to do that so that you can show other people how their purpose to do that. It doesn't matter what you do for money. That's your purpose too. See? It don't matter what you do for money. You can be at work all you want to. You still got to do the work of breaking that shit off your life. Because some people ain't called to do that. You are. You know? And sometimes the people that are alive that's among the fighting benefit from what you break. You may not know it now, but you'll know it later because they're going to tell you. 9 of Cups. It's the same 9 of Cups over there. But this got 2 people in it. Y'all want devotion. Temperance again on the same road. Be patient with yourself through this process. You have to. 7 of Wands in reverse. Could have to do what y'all don't want to face. Escapism. That's the 7 of Cups. So upright, the 7 of Cups is daydreaming, fantasy, decision fatigue. This is 7 of Cups. So it just opened it right up to it. Some of y'all got decision fatigue. 7 of Cups didn't come up. But this is what I turned right to. I thought the 7 of Swords was the 7 of Cups for a minute, but it ain't. But it makes sense what this is saying, even though the card didn't fall. Y'all have decision fatigue. Whether to leave your family alone or whether to keep dealing with them. Can you keep dealing with it? Only you know that. I feel like some of y'all tired as a motherfucker dealing with that shit. Decision fatigue. Deception. 7 of Swords. Deception, strategy, tactics, cunning. So you're going to have to, and it says resourcefulness. So you're going to have to find some resourcefulness so that you don't always have to lean and depend on your family. Because that's how they get you. Because you be needing them, so you think. And that's what they want you to think. So you can stay among them with the bullshit. Why is it like that? I do not know. Why people want that? I do not know. 7 of Wands in reverse, feeling attacked. That's it. Ooh. Y'all see how big that flame getting? Feeling attacked. Defense mode. Paranoid. What you say about me? What you say? Get your hands out of my pocket. Ooh, look at that. victimization, self-victimization, defensiveness. Just like I said, it's true. That's the dark magic reversal. So some of y'all may have some people that's doing some form of dark magic on y'all. Clearly. I mean, I don't get no clearer than that, Leo. You got to set my whole table on fire. Prince of Pentacles. Some of y'all got a father energy. That was the cause for some of your defensiveness. And some of your mistrust of men. Because they were just promiscuous men. Five of Pentacles, left out in the cold when you don't do what they want you to do, how they want you to do it. It's true. Some of them could be doing dark magic on your ass. This is decision fatigue. No matter how you try, you always end up in an argument, fussing and fighting. And can't find good ground. Can't find solid ground. When you move away from them, you find it a little bit, but then they pull you back in while offering you something. Next thing you know, here comes the text messages. You know what I'm saying? About money. Some of y'all always left in a position. Some of y'all got fear of homelessness because you may have been a runaway or you dealt with homeless issues as a child. It's a fear of yours. That's the root chakra. Food, clothes, shelter. So y'all got people that help y'all with that, but is it worth the money? Because it's like you buying back into the dysfunction when they help you. This is when you have to become solely dependent on your creator, on God. And your ancestors are nothing but a GPS or a navigational system to show you what to steer clear from and what to go towards. And they'll create miracles in your life, just like God can. So can your ancestors. He give them the free range of motion to do that. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. This is a Six of Pentacles. This is an enticement thing. This is a sex magic tarot, but ain't talking about that. It's they entice you with money. That's why it came right up under the Prince of Pentacles. And some of y'all parents could have been promiscuous, a father energy. It's a weird dynamic. They may have gave you money in order to shut you up, you know? Hear no evil, say no evil kind of shit. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so when you don't act the way that they want you to act, then the cunningness, the strategies, the enticements, they stop. But when you go over there, because this is what you used to, let the games begin. Because once you stay away for a minute, they pull you back in through offering you something. Yeah, I need some money. I know you're hungry. I know you ain't got it. So that means the retail therapy got to stop. You got to find a way to be more resourceful so you don't have to lean and depend on this dysfunctional dynamic all the time. It is your job to break this curse off of your family. You cannot do that when you one of them. You just can't. You have to come out from among them. Some people won't ever get it. Some people will be blessed by the work that you put in. Six of Cups. Some of y'all be missing y'all family. Get nostalgic, get lonely, go back. Same shit, be jumping off. You run away again. You're going to have to disconnect. It just is what it is. That's what y'all decision fatigue be about. Because as soon as y'all go back, it be this shit. Why the fuck do I keep fucking with them? They don't do shit but stab me in the back, lie on me, gossip about me, and guess what? Guess how much they gave you? $100, $90. And you had to deal with all that shit. And then when you stay away, you go in nostalgic mode. I'm lonely. I need my family. Go around them. Here come the fight. Here come the arguing. Yeah, the police got to be called. Here come the drama. I'm going to pop 3 more. Let me get out of here. Let's say hug your children more. Realization. Yeah. That money don't answer all things. It do, but it don't. And all money ain't fucking good money. As soon as they give it to you, it's spent, and you right back feeling the same fucking way, asking yourself, was it even worth it? You know what I'm saying? Where is my own money at? What am I doing? Why do I always got to depend on them? What the fuck is going on? Are they pulling on me in order for me to be fucked up all the time? To need them, to be codependent? Yeah. It says strategy, cunning. Queen of Cups. So it's a mother and a father energy doing this to some of y'all. Or was. Some of them could still do it. Cancers, Scorpio, Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Four of Pentacles. Then they scold you once you get there. They tell you everything wrong you did, blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't be able to do it. This is just too toxic for me to even read it. I couldn't be bothered. And I don't think that you should be bothered either. You got a calling on your life to break these curses, and you got to, because it's going to be more of the same. It's a pattern that's formed. You're in a loop. You're in a karmic loop. You get away because it's just too much. Stay away, maybe about 3 months, 2 months, then go back because they offer you something. The devil. Tempted by Satan. And you always go back. Like missing vomit. Princess of Cups. In reverse. So they say y'all don't want to be like y'all mother. This come right up on the Queen of Cups. But it's the Princess of Cups in reverse. You do not want to be like your mother. You want to break the chains off of your life. It's truth. It's always a tower. It's not a smooth ride, a smooth sail. It's the truth. You've been called to break generational curses. You and someone else. There's two main characters within your family that are called and were born to break the generational curses. But you have to come out from among them. And you cannot go back. You have to stay away long enough to build your own solid foundation, to build your life exactly the way that you want it, that is healthy and that is functional, so that you have nobody to depend on but your creator and yourself. That way, you're going to teach your children the same methodology. But if you to and fro, and they around the constant fighting, you pulling them in and out of that shit, man, you just creating the same dynamics over and over again, and you were not called to do that, Leo. You were called to break that shit. I pray this helps somebody. If you're feeling the vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. Love and light.